My name is Mal Fleming. I'm here to assist in your passage. Can you remember your name and the circumstances of your death?
Taylor Jenkins. You want to hear how I died? It's funny as hell.
If you'd like to share, though, I wouldn't consider any...
No, it's great. A goddamn piano fell on my head as I was walking across Flatbush. I looked up. I literally said, "Oh no," out loud, and yeah, then it all went black. Dead. Fucking Looney Tunes. Funniest joke I ever told. But you research us, right? Before you, call us in here?
It depends on how the life was recorded, but yes, if I'm able to.
So you knew about it?
I find it helpful for the spirits to tell me themselves.
Sure. So you read the New York Post headline?
I came across it.
Comedian hits a flat note. Doesn't even make sense. Whatever. Probably the dumbest death in Greybriar, right?
I wouldn't say that no deaths are truly comedic. Exactly, no matter the circumstances.
What's that quote? It's sad when my shoes get wet. It's hilarious when you fall down a cliff.
Is that something that you'd like to talk about? I can imagine the nature of your death could be...
No, it's fine. Whatever.
All right. Then what would you like to...
What do you think's keeping me here, though, if you had to guess?
I couldn't say. I prefer not to come into these conversations with preconceptions. Every spirit is unique, and I wouldn't want to judge...
Has anyone told you you talk like a therapist?
I can't say that they have.
Well, you do.
I suppose there's a resemblance to what I do here, but...
But if you had to guess why I was still here...
While I was doing research on your life, I looked up your stand-up on YouTube. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, why would I mind?
I'm not sure. Sorry, but I watched some. It's very funny.
Thanks.
I especially liked your joke about how Tinder's what was it? Like a zoo where you're tapping on glass. I found that very funny.
Yeah. Sure, thanks.
So, with many of the spirits, there's an element of, let's call it unfulfilled, or seemingly unfulfilled promise. I wonder if that resonates with you, if you perhaps weren't able to develop your art as fully as you would have liked to. And perhaps you might want to perform, do the perfect, what do they call it, type 5, either to me or perhaps to the other ghosts at the bar that isn't called Spirits.
Yeah, my jokes about people working out in jeans at Planet Fitness were high art.
I mean, it's a different form, certainly, but there's craft and skill. When I talked to Josephine Johnson, she's the science fiction writer.
Ooh, I'm familiar.
The reason that she hasn't passed on is that she doesn't feel that she was able to tell the stories she knew she could have told if she had lived longer. So perhaps...
You're still trying to get Josephine to open the Onyx door?
I'm still researching. She's a difficult case.
Yeah, because she's kind of evil.
I wouldn't say that she's...
No, I understand where she's coming from. I'd also be pissed if I was her, but, she would absolutely hollow out someone if she could get her stories published. Like, eating a grapefruit. We've talked about it.
Well, I will keep researching. Be that as it may.
No, I'm not here because I need to do one perfect hour of stand-up.
Understood. Then what do you think might be holding you back, if you don't mind me asking?
You never trained as a therapist?
No, just a historian, though I have worked on some oral history archives.
Wow. How's that stupid meme go? Men will literally become a ghost before going to therapy?
Never had the insurance for it.
Ugh, you're not missing out. Feels like most therapists, they're not trying to cure you. They're trying to keep you coming back every week. It's just circular. No actual resolution. Just talking about your family. Maybe a prescription. Not that I'm shit talking the prescriptions, but better to, I don't know, pet your fucking cat or whatever. Feel better afterwards.
Well, luckily these conversations do have a goal. Speaking of, you didn't answer my question about why you haven't passed on.
No, I didn't.
We could talk about something else, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Are you all right, Taylor?
I'm fine.
Because...
I said, I'm fine.
All right. Understood.
So, am I the youngest ghost you've ever had to deal with?
Young as in apparent age, or how recent their death?
Like, time from death. Assuming you've dealt with people younger than 31 or people who sounded younger than 31. I'm not sure how the whole thing works.
I think it depends on the spirit, the age they feel most like themselves. But you died...
1 year, 10 months ago.
Then yes, you are the spirit whose death is most current.
Do you think I ever saw you when I was alive? Do you think you ever saw me? Like, I moved to NYC around 6 years ago, lived in PLG.
I lived in Crown Heights before moving to the attendant manse, so it's certainly possible. Though if I've seen you, I don't remember it.
Weird thing to think about, right? That everyone you've ever known, ever seen will one day die, that some people you walk past die the next day, that everyone has a ticking clock, like a goddamn piano above their heads, and then one day, you're done. You ever think about that, Mel?
I think about death a fair amount, with the nature of the job and all, but not that particular line of inquiry.
I thought about it all the goddamn time when I was alive. And yeah, to answer your question, I did talk about that in therapy.
I wasn't going to ask you that question.
Well, you were thinking it. If we had met when we were both alive, do you think we would have liked each other?
I'm not sure. The context is so divorced from...
I don't think we would have liked each other. You're very... grad school, and I made everything into a bit when I was alive. Still do that a little. But when I was alive, I was always trying to... would have been an awkward first date, or party combo, or therapy session, or whatever.
I don't know. I'm always interested in people, or I try my best to be.
Do you have many friends, Mel? Living friends, I mean? Bridget doesn't count.
I would say that I don't have as many close friendships as I would like.
Yeah. Figures. No offense.
Did you have many when you were alive?
My cat doesn't count, so... No. Fellow comedians, I think a lot of people have thought of me as a friend, but I don't. I always felt like there was a piece of fogged glass between us. Like, I could make out shapes, but couldn't actually see any details. Someone would do something nice or thoughtful for me, and I'd be surprised, like shocked, and a voice in my head would say, hey, this person is doing this because they're your friend, because they like you, and then I would just... it wouldn't register. I couldn't get it to sink in, just the way I was wired, I guess.
I saw a fair number of tributes to you in my research. Some of them were really lovely.
Yeah, well, people like doing that, so... Sorry, this isn't really funny.
It doesn't have to be.
Well, you saw my stand-up. You were probably thinking that this would be a fun one. I don't know, that I'd crack a joke about the difference between ectoplasm and cum.
I don't go into these conversations because I want to be entertained.
I don't think that's true. Or it's not all the way true.
No, I genuinely...
I mean, you're trying to do your job, but you're also a historian, right? This is a window into the past for you. It's not interesting?
Of course it's interesting, but I'm trying to... That's not the main reason I'm...
Sure. Yeah. No, I get it. Sorry I can't give you a new perspective on it. Do you have a historical specialty, a focus, or whatever?
Gilded Age, with an interest in economic disparity and the class divide.
Oh, well, yeah, sorry, I can't tell you shit about the 1910s or whatever.
Sorry. The Gilded Age was actually post-Civil War and pre...
Ugh, I don't know shit about that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be...
Oh, no, don't be. No, it's whatever.
I am curious, Taylor, what drew you to stand up?
Oh. I just love Dane Cook. God, it's so funny.
Really?
Yeah. Can't get enough of him. Dane Cook, Carlos Mencia, Joe Rogan. My heroes.
Your comedy doesn't seem to be at all indebted to them.
Yeah, well, that's the way influence works, I guess.
We don't have to talk about it, if you'd prefer.
Sorry, just... It's boring. You feel sort of weightless when you're up on stage, completely out of your own head, seeing the crowd responding, feeling their attention on you. It's calming, I guess. And I like the puzzle of writing jokes. It's a fun sort of math, I guess.
I don't think that's boring.
Well, I don't know. I do. Whatever.
It's interesting that you say it's calming. It sounds terrifying to me. I feel like I'd rather have my leg caught in a beaver trap than get up on stage.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary, but that's what's calming about it. Have you ever done a cold plunge?
God, no.
Yeah, me either. But it's how I imagine it would feel like. A shock, and then a sort of numbness.
I don't know if I've ever looked for numbness, as you put it.
Better than the alternative.
And what's the alternative?
Oh gosh. I think I can show you.
Is it raining outside the mausoleum?
Well, not really, but it sounds like it is, doesn't it? One of my therapists, Dr. Saunders, she was halfway decent. She told me to visualize all the noise in my brain, all the anxious thoughts, all the constricting feelings, to visualize them as a rainstorm. That there were steps I could take to make sure I didn't get drenched. But they were things that were going to come every so often, and that it was important to remember that they would pass.
That sounds like it could help.
Yeah, it did. But sometimes the rain just comes down too hard and you can't think of anything else, and you just lie in your bed, not showering, not eating, only getting up to piss and feed your cat, watching episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer on repeat, and it's really, really tricky to remember that the storm will pass.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Just one of those things. I thought about death a lot when I was alive. Probably more than I think about it now. Ugh. God, you ever heard of the pathetic fallacy?
No, I'm not familiar.
Yeah. History major. I took a few English classes before I dropped out of college, and one of the shitty things about the thunderstorms or whatever is just how stupid you feel during them. Like, you recognize that you're being sad and cliche and lazy, and you still can't do anything about it. It's just not how it works. But yeah, anyway.
You mentioned you thought about death a fair amount?
Such a therapist. You're even wearing a sweater.
Is there an issue with my sweater?
No, it's fine. And yeah, I guess I was thinking that there would be two options. Well, three. There's the I'm sent to hell because of the envy and masturbation and whatever, but that doesn't feel, I don't know, just don't buy that. The two options I was hoping for, I guess, was either oblivion, just rest, nothingness, a long sleep with absolutely zero at the end of it. Can't be afraid of it, can't look forward to it, because it's like the time before you were born, you know?
And the other option?
My spirit is free of all the stupid brain shit that I've had to deal with my entire life. I'm still me. But I don't have to worry about that. Like an SSRI that doesn't stop me from coming, you know? Sorry, TMI.
It's all right.
Guess I just hoped that there was a real me buried under everything that didn't have such a hard time being in the world, you know? It was kind and didn't make everything a fucking bit, or... I didn't want to love myself, you know? But I just wanted... I don't know what I wanted. I guess I can't even put it into words.
We don't have to try and pin it down.
I don't think it's something that can be pinned down.
I'm sure you're right. I have to ask, have you considered the possibility that beyond the onyx door...
Yeah, I've thought about it. Oblivion, or become something new, something easier. Or maybe it's reincarnation, who knows? Maybe I'm born as a Park Slope rich kid this time.
Then why haven't you passed on?
Feels like giving up.
How so?
Feel like I spent most of my life trying to keep my head above water, you know? Trying to ride out the thunderstorms, trying to not drown, I guess, just live my life, make some jokes on stage, whatever. And I did that. I didn't drown. And I told myself that I had to feed my cat because my cat would starve if I wasn't there. And cats don't care if you're sad. They care about getting fed. Ugh, motivation, you know. You know that my therapist told me to exercise and not eat sugar, that it would help. And the shitty thing is, it does actually help a little. So I didn't eat fucking candy and I went jogging. I wore special fucking tights so my goddamn ass cheeks wouldn't chafe. But I went jogging in Prospect Park 5 times a fucking week, and then
You die suddenly.
I get hit by a goddamn piano. And then death isn't even a relief. It's just more of the same. How do you feel, Mel, knowing that? Knowing that death is more of the same dumb bullshit.
I like to think that it's only more of the same if you don't go through the onyx door.
But you don't know that, do you?
No, but I guess I just like to think it.
Yeah, I don't think I can deal with that. If I pass on again, it's more of the same. I feel like I'll drown.
You haven't yet?
No, haven't. You know, I always had trouble putting how I felt into words, but now I know I just felt like a ghost.
Did you feel that way all of the time?
No, just, you know.
I did enjoy your stand-up, from what I saw of it.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
No, I mean, it made me laugh.
It's usually what happens if you enjoy a set.
Sorry, I'm not articulating this well, but I think that there's something really lovely about the fact that you put joy into the world when...
Yeah, when I said that dudes with podcasts are like...
No, I'm being serious. Please don't be self-deprecating. You made my Thursday night a little bit better because you told some jokes. That's not a small thing.
Guess. It's not a big thing either.
Sure.
I don't need to be reassured, Mel. I'm fine with my life being vaguely meaningless. I think most lives are.
I think that's a deeply sad thing to say.
Doesn't mean it's wrong.
I think it does. I think every life I don't know if it's cliched or not. I think every life has worth to it.
If every life is meaningful, then no life's meaningful.
I disagree profoundly. I think one of the things that most affects me when I study history is the realization that every single human being to ever live had a complex and rich world inside of them. You can see it when you read 19th century diaries. Like, people are incredibly horny. Like, everyone thinks that people were less horny in the past, but that is just not true. People had so many illicit affairs. I read this one diary about the heir to a furniture fortune. Deeply weird guy, Reginald Valdich. He documented every time he and his wife had sex, and also tracked her menstrual cycle, which meant when he began to suspect that she had been sleeping with his own brother, he checked his own diary and realized that one of his kids couldn't have been his.
You just read that for fun?
Well, for research, but it's fascinating, right? It's the same when you go further back. Obviously, people's interior lives are less documented, but if you look at the graffiti in Pompeii, people are making dick jokes. There's graffiti that literally says, Publius fucked your sister in the Agora. There's something, I don't know. There's something oddly comforting about that.
Or there's something really fucking sad that people are still making dick jokes after 4,000 years.
I guess it depends on the dick joke.
Do you have a cat, Mel?
Oh, no, I do not.
Any cat allergies?
No?
Well, because, I mean, no offense. I mean, you really seem like a cat person.
Why would I be offended at that?
Just checking. One of my roommates came by my grave. You know, we can hear it when they visit, right?
Yeah. Did the visit make you feel...
Yeah, it was fine. He took my cat, Bing Bong, after I died. But he's moving in with his girlfriend. She's got an allergy, so they're giving her to a shelter. It's a no-kill shelter, but... The attendant's house is nice, right?
It's cozy.
Cats like that.
Surely there's someone else that you could...
I'd feel better if it was you. I want her to be taken care of. Feeding her was one of the only reasons I got out of bed some days.
Well...
Better than putting on one last stand-up set, right?
I mean, I've never had a cat.
They're great. People on dating apps love a dude with a cat. You'll like her. She's real friendly.
Have you decided to pass on?
If you take care of my cat, yeah.
What? Sorry. I'm sorry. That's wonderful.
I'd tell you a joke about a sad clown seeing a doctor, but I think you'll have heard it before. I don't know. Maybe nothing changes after I open the Onyx door, and most days that's the saddest fucking thing in the world. But if you catch me on a good day, if you look at it in the right light, you can think of the fact that nothing ever changes. That was a good thing, but I don't know. Funny. Amusing.
I think I can follow that.
No. Bing bong?
Is that really...
It's a deal breaker.
How will I...
Well, so they're posting about it on Instagram, so you just DM him and they'll, say you'll take care of her.
Understood.
You'll do it?
Yeah. Sure.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay. Fine. I guess I'll have to trust you on that. I wonder if the rain will keep going after I leave. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
If you had to guess?
I think it'll stop.
Yeah. Probably right. Bye, Mel. Look after Bing Bong.
I will. Taylor Jenkins. Passage completed.
You've been listening to Conversations with Ghosts, a Dead Signals production. For complete cast and crew credits, check out our website at conversationswithghosts.com. Dead Signals is an independent operation, and we're supported by our patrons. If you like what you hear and want to support the work we do, go to patreon.com/archive81 to sign up. You'll get a bunch of fun extras, including behind-the-scenes Q&As, music, and access to the first podcast Mark and I ever made together. That's patreon.com/archive81. As always, thanks for listening.